So Mike, Larry, and Bruce started the business. They're running it. What's their level of involvement today? You know, what are all three of them involved, not
The,
involved? What does that look like today?
they're all actually still involved in the business. They're still on the payroll, and which is fantastic. And Dad stepped down from full-time role a few years ago.
Sure.
Mike Carroll did that a couple years after him, and then Bruce more recently. But they're still involved in the business. They're still out there serving clients. I like to say, to oversimplify it, I like to say they're still doing all the things that they enjoy doing. They're just not doing the stuff they didn't enjoy doing.
Right.
And and so and there's obviously there's still things that I don't enjoy doing or things that I struggle with, but at my age I've got a little bit more energy, and I'm a little bit more closely tied to the 20 and 30 something workforce that we've got, because
Yep.
we've had a lot of there's been a lot of challenges that we've had with adapting to people. We've got people in our firm, I don't know what the youngest age is, maybe 19 with a co-op or something like that,
Yeah.
up until their early to mid 70s. And so that's a pretty wide band. And if you think about the things that the workplace has been dealing with, especially just even the last 3 years, remote work policy, all the technological innovations, including Zoom and Teams, all that kind of stuff. We could probably have a whole separate discussion just on that topic. But it was a struggle for myself and our crew to manage that rate of change that happened so fast in 2020. From March, April, May into June of 2020, the rate of change was so fast. And I think we were uniquely positioned to be able to adapt faster and handle some of that stuff, just because of the underlying knowledge of the technology and how it was going to work. Now, the crazy thing is, myself and 7 other partners closed on buying the firm from Larry, Mike, and Bruce on March 1st of 2020. And then, thanks for laughing. 3 weeks later, COVID hits and the world gets turned upside down. And we're like, if we didn't think that we knew what we were doing already, we really didn't know what we were doing. But I think that time period, we adapted, really gave us a chance to kind of come together as a leadership team. We did for about, I don't know, at the time kind of shifted during that period, but for maybe 2 or 3 months, we were doing daily 5:30 p.m. conference calls on what do we need to change here? What do we need to change here? What's going on? Just because things were changing so fast. Then we kind of backed it down to 3 days a week, and then ultimately 1 day a week. And now we're not having to do that. But I also had to change my communication style as well. I'm an engineer. Words are a challenge sometimes, but at that time there was so much uncertainty.